Hey YouTube, I'm Cody with Golem Balls, and you're watching Golems Den.
Deadly when I pull the pin out.
Welcome to the first episode of Golems Den, a specialty show about ball pythons. We'll be going over everything from different morphs, the genetics involved, how you can get what type of ball python you want out of morphs, what does morphs even mean, basics like setting up a cage for ball pythons, just anything to do with ball pythons. Here, episode 1. I'm not quite ready to go yet, but just wanted to get going with the show, get things started. So I just set up a little table here, and so things will change as we go along, but just wanted to get things started. And today I'll show you the ball pythons currently have. In the tank here I've got the female het albino, and I got her about a week ago, and she's been a pretty nasty snake so far. So episode 2, I'm gonna hold her, and she's never let me take her out of the cage before, but episode 2, I'm just gonna do it for our Halloween special. Whether I get better or not, we'll have to see what happens. I'm not even sure. I'd say it's probably 50-50 chance she'll either let me hold her or she's gonna strike at me. But so I'm not gonna take her out of the cage today, but I'll leave her up there. She's pretty big, maybe she'll stretch out. But some of the smaller guys I have, this guy right here, this is just a baby ball python. It's a normal. He's a male. Show you what he looks like there. And this guy is probably about, let's see, maybe about 6 months old or so. And probably about 1.5 feet, about 1.5 feet long. So that was the second snake we got. This guy was the first snake we got. He's also a normal, but he's probably about 9 months old. So he's a little bit bigger. You can see he's quite a bit darker than the other one there. Yeah, he's about 2 feet long or so, but still a baby. Adolescence. Sorry about the camera cutting off my head, but try to figure that out in later episodes. There's that guy. Now this guy here is the male het albino. And so I also got him about a week ago. We will be breeding him with the het female, trying to get some albino babies and starting our breeding project, our first breeding project, going for some albinos. But this guy here, these are both a little over a year old. Just got them last week. Neither of them had really been handled much, so this guy's doing a lot better than the female. He's already pretty much tamed out. You got to be a little bit careful reaching into his cage, but for the most part, he's good to go. And I'll show you his patterns, what he looks like. So again, what a het albino is. A het means that they carry the gene for the type of morph of the snake that you want. So the morph in this case would be an albino. But you can see he's obviously not an albino, one of those white and yellow snakes. But he's a het albino, so that means he carries the gene for albino, he's just not showing it. So when we take and breed the het albino male to the het albino female, you have a 25% chance of each egg being an albino. So our first breeding project is going for some albinos. And I'll show you this guy. He's a little over 2 feet. Maybe a little over 2 feet. The female, she's about 3.5 feet though. She's pretty big. She's all curled up. You can't really see her right now, but she's a pretty big snake. I'll show you a size difference from like this big guy to the first one I showed, which is our youngest. So 1-year-old ball python and 6-month-year-old ball python. And you can see quite a bit difference. At this size, they're pretty strong. Quite a bit harder to control. If they get upset, you know, they could hurt you if you don't have their cage nearby. But ball pythons aren't really like that, so. Well, thanks for watching the first episode of Golems Den. Don't forget to watch episode 2, where I'm going to hold the Halloween special. I'm going to hold the female het albino, and we'll see if I get bit or not. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.